New Vulcan ball.
Zane Ford will serve far baseline to get us underway. Although they're going to switch out the ball. Now we're ready to go.
New Vulcan ball. Game 1, time in. 0-0. Side out.
Right away showing a lot of pace on the serve.
0-0. Side out. 0-0. Side out. 0-0. Side out.
Two missed serves.
Every time, challenge the out ball puts us at 0-0.
Well, you'd think he's pretty confident that it was in if he's going to challenge in this spot. First point of the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty... I think I can say it's in.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it. And Fed...
After review, the poll is overturned. The ball was in. 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at side out 0-0. Time in. 0-0. Oh, hold on a second. It's 1-0. What's that? Say it again. I can stop it, yes. Correction.
Um,
Time in, 1-0.
the ref called.
Yep, called the wrong score.
Yes.
Let reserve.
We're replaying that point.
1-0. Point.
Ford hung tough. Staksrud was in charge, start to finish there.
2-0. Side out. 0-2. Side out.
Federico here.
2-0. Side out.
It's nicely angled off cross court by Ford.
Zane. Can you go away?
The water bottle pretty much on the court on Zane's side.
0-2. Point.
Missed forehand. Volley from Fed. Gets Zane on
1-2.
board.
Point.
It's a big serve, but a lot of pace on it.
He is absolutely destroying the serve.
2-2. Point.
Hanging in there so far. Zane Ford, 19 years old, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Moved to Naples at 14 to play the junior tennis circuit.
Point.
He was a blue chip recruit in tennis, and he decided to switch gears and pursue pickleball instead.
Side out. 2-4. 4-2. Point.
Gets another unreturned on the serve.
5-2. Point.
Looked like Fed, after hitting that first volley, he kept drifting wide. He didn't really recover back to the middle.
Side out.
There it is. Staksrud.
Finally stopping the momentum of Zane there.
And Staksrud did have to come back in his round of 16 match. Took on 48 seed Tom Protzek.
Side out.
And Staksrud got off to a slow start. Lost game 1, 11-8. Came back game 2, 11-4. Game 3, an 11-0 pickle.
6-2. Side out. Two 6.
Oh, that was outstanding from Ford until the very last shot. Just needed to make that volley anywhere in the court and it would have been good enough.
Nice ATP there from Fed, but it opened the whole court and Zane unable to make that one.
Point. Four 6. Side out.
It's been a few more loose errors than we're used to seeing from Stack in this opening game.
6-4. Side out. Four 6. Point. Five 6.
Staksrud finds a way. So much patience just by how in control he plays.
Yes, and he's kind of calm, you know, not showing too much.
Time in. 6-6.
What a point. And again, Staksrud stands tall.
7-6. Point. Eight 6. Side out. 6-8. Point.
It's a nice combination by Ford. Goes sideline to sideline there to open up the space.
7-8. Point. Go!
Zane Ford getting fired up here. 8-8.
8-8. Side
Had
out.
a decent look at that runaround forehand. Just dumped it in the net. Serve back to Staksrud. Business end of game 1.
8-8. Point.
And just looked to redirect that return. Caught it a tad late.
9-8. Point.
Another misfire.
Game point.
Brings up game point. Oh, Staksrud still has work to do.
Point.
Blasted by Ford.
And that's an interesting one. We saw an offensive timeout
9-10.
from Zane.
Side out. Game point.
Ford looking at that ball down there. I wonder if he thought maybe it was out and he didn't make the call. Either way, we're at game point. Bet.
That does it. Staksrud tested, pushed to the brink by 19-year-old Zane Ford, but it is the #1 seed, keeping it.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Side out. 0-0. Side out.
Ford can really unload off the ground. Staksrud has handled it well when he's had to react to the volleys.
Point. Side out. Point. 1-1.
Oh, enormous power from Ford.
If he plays like this, he can beat anybody.
Two, 1. Point.
It hasn't been that long for Ford since leaving tennis for pickleball, so this is a player who is on the up. No doubt about that.
3-1. Side out.
Another heavy serve, but he missed the approach shot.
Point. 2-3. Side out.
Federico missing that back and roll just a little bit wide.
3-2.
Miss hit by Fed, right on top of it.
Point.
Come on.
Ford telling himself to use his forehand. We could hear it as he
5-2.
went to his towel box. Swatted away there by Staksrud. After a nice first volley on the backhand side.
Thank you.
2-5. Side out. 5-2. Point.
Serve drew the short ball. Staksrud just couldn't get much on that return.
6-2. Side out.
Oh, he had him. He had Staksrud going the wrong way there. So serve back to the Argentine. Still a 6-2 lead for the 19-year-old from Pittsburgh.
2-6. Side out.
Miss serve from Fed.
6-2.
Got it. What a shot from Zane Ford. He is fired center court. 7-2 to Zane Ford in game 2.
Side out.
That is well left by Staksrud as the run continues for Adam Harvey.
2-7.
He has now beaten Dylan Frazier, Blaine Hovenier, and Rafa Hewitt.
Point.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's playing the winner of this match, right?
That's correct. So Harvey quickly becoming the Cinderella story here in Milwaukee.
Point.
All right, here comes Staksrud. Back within 3.
Point.
Ford just can't get a read on the Staksrud forehand.
Especially when he runs around his backhand and hits a forehand from that corner. He can take it out inside in, inside out, and it's really hard to read.
5-7. Side out.
Strong passing shot from Ford. Late call.
After review, the out call is overturned. The ball was in. 1 timeout remaining, 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 6-7. Fed serving. What's that?
Oh. Gonna have some controversy once again coming out of a challenge when it comes to the score. Still no call.
Timing. 8-5.
Oh, what a rocket of a pass. Ford within 2.
9-5.
Spectacular from Zane Ford. Game point.
Ten five. Sign up.
Casual put away there from Fed.
This is always where it's hard, right? How much is your mind drifting towards game 3 versus trying to lock this down and get back in game 2?
Right. I think when you're down a little bit more, you kind of relax and just play, and if it goes your way, it goes. If not,
Sharp volley from Fed.
if it goes your way, you're back in the game. If it doesn't, you get ready for game 3.
6-10. Point. 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 8-10. Sign up. Game point. Headache.
Fed hits the deck, and that is how game 2 ends. With 19-year-old Zane Ford, who had some success in game 1 but couldn't get through, he takes it all the way in game 2 here in Milwaukee. Great start for the top seed. Zane Ford, 19-year-old from Pittsburgh, moved to Florida and halted a very promising junior tennis career to dedicate himself to pickleball. Those decisions, it's moments like these where I have no doubt at some point that for Zane Ford it's going to pay off, but this might be the moment where you stop thinking about that decision and you never look back.
Point.
Another massive drive.
One, two. Side up. Zero, one. Point.
Although let go, the ball from Zane just goes
1-1.
long.
Side
Oh,
up.
that is a surprising error from Stack.
I think he second-guessed his decision there. I think he was going to go down the line, and then kind of at the last moment he switched it cross-court, and it didn't pay out.
I thought that first forehand pass that he had could have maybe put a little bit more on it. That flies wide. Staksrud has the lead.
2-1.
This is where it gets tight, right? Psychologically, the dynamic changes because Ford came in, big underdog here, fearless. Now there's a little pressure. Oh, that is a gem of a backhand down the line from Staksrud.
That's as good as it gets. I don't think you can hit it any better there.
Point. Three, one.
It's an important point for Ford there.
One, three.
Missed it.
We have a challenge of the alcohol. The alcohol was at 2-3. Will now proceed with video review.
That's a pretty tight one.
After review, the alcohol stands. Challenge is lost or timeout is lost. One timeout remaining, two timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 2-3.
Ford picks up another point.
Time in. 2-3.
Outstanding net coverage from Staksrud.
Three, two.
Angles off the overhead.
Four, two. Side out.
Go!
Forehand volley had a lot on it, a lot of power.
2-4.
Yeah!
Point. Three, four. Point.
Fed can't make the stab. Oh, Zane's got to be careful in the corner there. It was just sliding into the carpeted area in that forehand corner of the court.
As I was going to say, there's
4-4. Point.
Nice return. Ford takes the lead.
we're going to see a timeout soon.
Side out.
Ooh.
Zane is just going for his shots whenever he gets an opportunity.
4-5.
Cash on the backhand roll that time for Fed. Yeah, Martina, I thought first couple points of game 3, I was worried that Ford was starting to hold back a little bit because of the tension. But since going down in game 3, it feels like he's found his identity again and he's really starting to crush the ball.
Yeah, and he probably realized, he has to keep playing the way he's been playing and
5-5.
execute.
Point. Time in. 6-5.
Staksrud at 6-5. Violent combination by the Argentine. Stupendous from Staksrud.
One more.
He's able to continue to track that ball off the net court, sharp angle.
Yes, really good adjustment and reaction from Fed there.
8-5. Point.
Low volley, just a tad long.
9-5.
Razor sharp backhand volley.
Match points. 10-5.
Federico Staksrud survives the upset bid from 19-year-old Zane Ford, and he moves to the semi.
This tournament or this match?
Federico Staksrud coming through and advancing to the semifinals in Milwaukee after a good battle in 3 games. And Fed, congrats on the win. Zane Ford has a very explosive game. 19 years old, somewhat recently kind of coming up onto the scene. What did you know of Ford coming into this match, and what were you expecting?
Yeah, not much. I didn't know much about him, but I knew he's a fiery player. And I knew he was going to come in hot with big serves, big forehands. It's tough, you know, when you play a player like that. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, when he's serving, he kind of has the advantage. You know, usually in pickleball, when you're returning, you would think you have the advantage. Against him, I felt like it was the opposite. Every time I got the ball to serve, I felt like kind of like a relief, you know. So kudos to him. He's a great player. And he's 19. He's going to be way better in the future, and exciting to see him get better and better.
Hey Fed, so how would you assess your level of playing right now?
Assess like I'm the teacher, basically.
Yes, you are the teacher. So how would you play? How would you say you're playing right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I mean, it's more about right now. It's more about just staying healthy. You know, a lot of things hurt when you play a lot of tournaments. So I'm just trying to get through and you know, have a semifinals here, and just gonna try to get to another championship Sunday. That's the goal, and just try to play hard every match. You know, every player here is good, and nothing is for granted for sure.
Well, it's certainly impressive, Fed, that you're able to play all 3 events, so many tournaments without taking a break. But what is your key to keeping the body healthy? And also, was there ever a thought of not? I mean, look, you're here in Milwaukee. We're all thrilled to see you here. But a lot of players who are winning golds week in and week out have decided to rest this week ahead of the CIBC finals. But you decided not to make that decision.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. So yeah, I think next year I'm going to be way smarter with my schedule. I just felt like this year I had a lot of momentum, and I wanted to take advantage of that. And but it's tough, you know. I mean, I'm really proud of myself of how mentally strong I'm staying throughout the year. Because, like for example, last year, September, October, you know, you start getting a little burnt out. But this year, I just been having fun in the PPA tour, and just yeah. I'm just having fun out here, and I want to keep it going.
Good stuff, Fed. Well, we certainly enjoy watching you out here as much as humanly possible, and we appreciate you putting the body through the ringer. Congratulations, and good luck moving forward. We'll see you soon. Women's quarterfinals coming up next here on Center Court. The top seed, Leah Jansen, in action against Paris Todd next.